you're doing well. I hope you guys are having a great day. It is day 4, I think, here in Iceland. I'm going to say that I'm enjoying myself so much that I've lost track of the days. I don't even know how many days I've been here. If you've never been to Iceland and you have a passport, I encourage you to consider making a trip. I think you're going to really like it. It's a beautiful place, a nice place. But one thing I wanted to get you guys' opinion about is I had a thought today about what I wonder is a form of international racism. And it has to do with music. So here's what happened. Give me your thoughts. And let me know if you can hear me all right. Let me know. Just give me a yes if I'm coming through all right. Because I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm walking down the street. So I went to play basketball today, which was an incredibly hilarious feat. You guys would have laughed seeing me play basketball. But I went out there and I did it, and I love the cardio, and I missed playing. I had to stop playing because I had some, you get past 35, you start getting these weird issues with your legs and knees and stuff. But I went out there anyway. My girls were out here, and I said, let me just go and get my exercise on. So anyway, I'm at the court, right? And there are a bunch of guys there, very nice guys. Of course, they're all, of the melanin deficient variety, but, we don't hold that against them. And they're playing music. And every single song I heard was a song by a black artist. I did not hear one single song by Taylor Swift. I did not hear one single song by Sam, what's-his-face. I didn't hear one single song by the guy who stole the Marvin Gaye record. I didn't hear any songs by any artists other than artists who were not just black, but African American. Like no reggae, no Nigerian, nothing, right? None of the great artists around the world. I heard one type of artist that is African American. And not only was every single song they played a song by an African American, but it was a ratchet song by an African American. It was some lady rapping about her vagina and her big booty and how she'll suck a blankety blank and you can't get this ass if you ain't got no cash. All of that, right? Like literally every single negative stereotype that you hear from our music is what I heard today. That's it. That's all I heard. I did not hear. I heard about maybe 15 songs because that's how long I was on the court. And I saw a white guy kind of dancing along to it. It was kind of funny because he's like from Iceland, but they jam. They know good music when they hear it. And it's good music artistically. But I think that as black people, give me a yes if you agree or if you think I'm crazy. Let me know what you think. I think as black people, we have to really be mindful of the imagery that's being put out of us throughout the world. It's being manufactured. It's being mass produced. They put more money into destroying the image of the black man and black woman around the world than they've ever put into educating black kids, than they've ever put into investing in black communities, than they've ever put into supporting black-owned businesses. And so I really want you to understand, as I'm hearing this, number one, I really think that somebody needs to talk about this. I'm deeply concerned that we've become so accustomed to it that we just act like it's no big deal, like it's just par for the course. Nigga this, nigga that, whatever. And then secondly, I think it's a reminder that racism is very much alive and well in the sense of not so much somebody, running up and beating you up because you're black. I've been in Iceland for several days. Not one single white person has come up to me and done anything to me. Maybe it's because I'm a strong black man. I've been working out, and they know that if you touch me, it's going to be a very quick international ass whooping. Or it could be the fact that they're just good people and they don't want to bother nobody. But I wonder how, if I was to ask them in an honest perspective, what do you think about me as a black man? What do you assume I do with my life? What kind of person do you think that I am? And look at me right now. I've got my chain on. My wife gave me this chain. It's a lion because she says I have a lion spirit, and I agree. She has a lioness necklace. So I'm a lion, she's a lioness. And I got my glasses on. They look like sunglasses because that's what they are. They become sunglasses when I'm in the sun. There's a lot of sun here. So if I walk up looking, like a black man with sunglasses and a lion's chain on, what kind of person do you think I am? Would you guess that I was a college professor who's traveling internationally with his family? Or would you think I was a rap star? Would you think I was an international gangster? Would you think that I was looking for somebody to rob? What do you think? What do you think about me? What do you think about my family? What do you think that we enjoy? What kind of music do you think we listen to? So I think that those stereotypes, we have to be mindful of that, because what it does is it creates a lot of the economic racism that you see in America. So for example, you cannot disconnect the way blacks are viewed around the world with the fact that in places like Chicago, they will treat an immigrant better than they'll treat you. People come from other countries, no money, no nothing, didn't even come into the country legally, and they will give them instant public support, instant welfare, instant jobs, instant place to live. In Chicago, I think they're even trying to push a law saying that you can be an undocumented immigrant and become a cop. How the hell, seriously, do you think I could come to Iceland and be undocumented and become a police officer where I'm policing the citizens of Iceland? How many of y'all, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that they would let that happen? Do you think they'd let me go to China undocumented and then join the police force where I can slap around Chinese citizens and terrorize Chinese children and say, hey boy, what you doing in this neighborhood? Do you really think that they would let me do that? What do y'all think? So I think also you cannot disconnect the stereotypes promoted by these big record labels, and y'all know who owns these record labels. I ain't got to say it. And, you cannot disconnect those stereotypes being promoted from the fact that it's very easy for a black man to get a job as a rapper, or it's easy for him to be accepted as a comedian. It's easy for him to be accepted as a baller. Very hard for a black man to be accepted as an engineer, a librarian, a good father, or a business owner. And really, if you look at the statistics, look at the data, I need y'all to connect the dots here. Everyone discriminates against black-owned businesses because black people are not seen as good business people. But nobody will ever discriminate against a nigga trying to rap. Ain't nobody ever gonna discriminate against a black hip-hop concert. If black people have a rap show, everybody's there. You ever go to some of these concerts? It's the most hilarious thing in the world. You'll have a guy on stage in like Finland, sitting on stage holding his testicles, calling himself an N-word, rapping about murdering other black people. Murder, just like the Klan used to do. Literally, right, I killed that N-word, I'll shoot that N-word, whatever. And an audience full of white people applauding the murder of black people. Do y'all think that's a little bit odd? How many of y'all think that is a little problematic? How many of y'all think that that's an issue? Or am I just, making things up? So anyway, I'm gonna go in a minute. But by the way, here's what downtown Reykjavik, Iceland looks like. These are the streets. This is the backdrop. In case you want to go vicariously with me, I'll take you wherever I travel to. And so this is the latest in Boyce's travels. I like to try to have experiences with my kids as much as possible, because I'm always thinking, especially the younger ones, I'm thinking about when they get older, what I want them to have epic memories of their childhood. I want them to look back and say, my dad was responsible for introducing me to things that gave me a broader perspective, So I'm going to say this. I'm not speaking on my overall Iceland experience as being a negative one. It's been very positive. But when I was at that basketball court, and every single song I heard was, no, this, look at that, N-word this, N-word that. And when the women came on, they always were rapping about sex. They were always rapping about, I'll suck this and this, you can't have none of this ass if you ain't got no money. It was crazy. And they're just bopping along to it. Do you think, my wife is an expert on the subconscious mind, by the way. She reads 22 books a year. Shout out to all intelligent black women. I married one, and I'm very proud of that. I'm proud to pick brains over booty, even though she could probably compete in the booty category if she wanted to. But the brain, if she didn't have the brains, she wouldn't be my wife. She'd just be a pretty girl to look at. But she's more than that. And one of the books she read about the subconscious mind, I was asking her about the things that program our subconscious mind. I said, what are the three biggest factors that affect the subconscious mind in terms of how you think, how you view the world, how you view yourself, and how you view other people? And she said, the three things that program the subconscious mind the most, sorry guys, hold on. I'm looking at my watch to make sure I'm on time. The three biggest things are trauma. Black people have a lot of trauma. Repetition. Music, you're repeating over and over again lyrics about your own death. You're repeating over and over again lyrics about, like selling your body for sex and just debasing yourself. And what was the third thing she said? She said, thanks, DDS. I see you in here. Yeah, if any trollers come in, DDS, you know what to do, brother. And I love you for that. And I appreciate you 100%. And then she says symbolism. And black people get fed lots and lots of symbolism. Everything from celebrities that you're told to kind of idolize and worship to, the white Jesus to, just all kinds of stuff. And so ultimately, I would encourage you to think about these things. And I do my best to speak on this, but also I can use your help. It's like if I'm the only voice in the woods talking about this, it kind of makes me look like the guy who is on another planet. But this is what I'm seeing, and being in Iceland really kind of jolted me a little bit. It's kind of weird. Like the music was really good music, but I listened to lyrical content and I was like, wow, there's not a single thing happening in this song that says anything good about black people that is eliminated from this song. There's nothing good in this song about being African American. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. By the way, I'm going to do Stock Market Tuesdays on my Instagram. My Instagram is Dr. Boyce Finance. We're actually going to start in about 35 minutes. So if you have a financial question, then you can come to Stock Market Tuesdays if you'd like. Feel free to just follow me at Dr. Boyce Finance. Dr. Boyce Finance is my Instagram. I will go live at every week. At what time? Sorry, I'm getting the time zones because I'm in a different country. 11 a.m. Eastern. 11 a.m. Eastern every Tuesday. So if you have your question, bring your question. Just, quick, one sentence questions are easier because that way I can answer as many as possible. And I'll be more than happy to tell you what I know, about investing, dispel any myths that we have. Like one myth that constantly comes up is people think that because you're a finance professor, you can accurately predict the success of any investment or any business. And if you get one wrong, they say, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. And they don't understand that investing is like playing basketball. Even the best players have missed thousands of shots. Or baseball. In baseball, you miss more shots than you actually hit. And with black-owned businesses, the hard part is 86% of black-owned businesses fail. And my book, The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power, one of the goals of that book is to help change that statistic. A lot of them fail for a variety of reasons. We talked about that on this platform. I'm not going to go into all of them. We can talk about them in class. But that's kind of what you're up against. That's what you're dealing with, okay? So anyway, if you want to join us for Stock Market Tuesdays, just go to go to Instagram, Dr. Boyce Finance. Somebody type that in, Dr. Boyce Finance. I will be live in just a few minutes. If you're watching this live, if you're watching the recording, then it's every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. So follow me on the gram and you'll see when I go live. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I need to go take a shower. And hope you have a great day. And if you could hit the thumbs up button before you go, I would really appreciate that. And make sure you hit the notification bell because, as you know, we talk about being shadow banned and all that. So if you hit the notification bell, I think that will overcome the shadow ban. And also, if you want me to send you profit alerts of stocks that I like. I gave you guys one yesterday. Constellation Brands. Constellation Brands is a stock that I just bought. It's not investing advice, but it's me telling you about stocks that I find that I'm intrigued by, that I want to buy. So feel free to text the word stock to 31996. Text stock to 31996. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Have a good day. God bless you. I'll see you soon. I'll see you maybe on Instagram in a few minutes. Bye-bye.